Hi.
We are back.
Hey,
Yeah.
I'm back.
Larry just joined us. He's joining us from Taipei.
Hi, Larry.
Starbucks. Okay.
Hi. Rosanna is there as well.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yes. Rosanna is with us today. Now, what was conversation? What did you talk about? Yoshiko-san, could you share with us?
Rosanna, could you show us your illustration?
Oh,
Yes, illustration again. Okay, good, very good.
It's a wonderful way.
Wow.
We talked about the bridge, and we thought that bridging between the differences takes facilitation. And the Rosanna's bridge, it is not just the structure. There are it's symbolic. There are three people on the left side, right side, and the middle. And the person in the middle is a facilitator. But the facilitator doesn't have to be professional facilitators. The two makes the bridge between the two. It is a mutual understanding. And it takes both ways. Communication takes both ways. Then they will understand with each other deeper and clearer and better. And the person in the middle helps. So this both way communications go together. And we had discussed that at the below the bridge we created. Rosanna expressed it in the illustration, the commonalities. Even between the two groups who are hating enemies, they may have something value in common, like peace or trust. And then if we carry on communication with patience, sometimes we may have to go beyond the difficult times, but we will find something in common values, and that can be a ground of the bridge between the two. We talk, then we carry on our conversation into we assimilate this situation into teachers and students relationship. But it is a very interesting conversation. But we stop here, and we are happy to listen to another group. Thank you, Rosanna.
Okay, thank you very much. Yeah, it reminds me of the dialogue, which enable us to understand deeper each other, the background, what we and they think. Right. Okay. Thank you very much. Yeah, this is a part of graphic recording. I think graphic, not just recording, but just graphics. I think it's very powerful too. Now, we in our group, maybe somebody who, Gucho, could you?
Okay. We talk about two things. One of them is about gender. So we want to cross the bridge between men and women, but it's the most difficult situation for facilitator. So, and as Katori-san said, why it's the most difficult to cross the bridge between men and women, but we can't find the answer. But the second thing is about between facilitator and graphicker. So two is thinking about the cross the bridge between facilitator and graphicker is very important. So to how can I say? Maybe he can explain well. Please explain to your opinion.
Oh, yeah. My idea is to cross the bridge between the two professions the facilitators and the graphic recorders. So in each profession, they have different methodologies in working, while the graphic recorders quiet and listen and captures the main idea, while the facilitators, they have to speak a lot, they have to communicate with people, they have to organize and evaluate the atmosphere and shareables, and it's very skillful. From my idea, if two different profession can learn the strength point from each other, they can develop their profession. For example, if the graphic recorders can learn a lot more in how to communicate and how to deliver their ideas with the client, with the co-workers and whatever, they can be a better graphic recorders. And while the facilitators can learn and use the visually communicate like Rosanna have been done in the session, it will be much better in terms of organize things and communicate with the audience and participants. Yeah.
Okay.
And in order together as well, some conference, some workshop, they can be like two people. One is as the facilitators and one else is as the graphic recorder. If we can plan well prepared and communicate each other better, there will be the better results in everything. Yeah.
Yeah, I really learned that if we sort of communicate or collaborate each other between facilitators and graphic recorders, we will be able to make very attractive and energizing the workshop together. So in order to do that, both sides have to learn what the benefit, what the advantage, what the role the other side have, and to seek to explore the best way to collaborate. So that was a very good conversation. I enjoyed. Now, towards the end of this breakout session, Lally joined us, and he was talking about presenting the workshop to three separate different communities. And my understanding, it is he's trying to sort of the bridging boundaries between three different groups. Lally is out.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Sorry, I was muted.
Yeah. Could you tell us what you're going to do in the future? I mean, you are planning to give workshop to three different separate groups.
Yes. Well, yeah. Well, in Osaka, we're going to do a community development introduction on the two pre-conference days. But in Taiwan in November, we're hosting a conference, and the first 3 days will be facilitation practice. And I've moved to the office, so this is now the ICA office. I left Starbucks. We're going to do three communities. The first community will be facilitation as part of education, in which we'll be looking at rural schools in Taiwan and how they can use facilitation as part of their social change process. Then simultaneously, there will be two other groups. There'll be one in Hualien, which is where we held the IAF conference before, which is looking at facilitating service design, social entrepreneurship in communities. And that will be with Jackie, who everybody knows. Jackie is going to be organizing. She'll be organizing that. She's organizing with Jory Wu the work in Hualien. And then the third will be in Taipei, which is looking at MPOs as nonprofits, how do we survive in a for-profit world? And facilitating the dialogue about how you stay passion-driven in the midst of becoming NGOs. So we'll be doing those three simultaneously. And then the research from those will go into our conference here in Taiwan. And it's 9 through 12 November, and then 13 to 15 November is our regional conference for Asia.
Okay, thank you very much. I think that if you keep doing that, for example, the result of one workshop will be carried on to the second workshop and so forth. So that
well, actually, yes, all three of those will be simultaneous, but then we'll do a sharing with all three, and then we may do the same workshop in other countries in Asia later.
Okay. Yeah, thank you very much. Is there anybody who will share with us other ideas or some comment? Okay, if that's the case, let's move on to the third round of the conversation. Now, I'll show you the question of third round, round 3.
I'm sorry, but I have to.
Okay.
I have to leave. Sorry, it's very fun time. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Thank you.
See you.
See you. Thank you.
Now, how many we have? Okay. Just a minute. How can we bridge those boundaries? We talked about the gender. We talked about the graphic recording versus facilitators. We talked about unconscious bias and so forth. Now, how can we bridge those boundaries? That is the last question. Okay. Saito-san, are you ready to send us to the breakout room? Okay. Let's go to breakout rooms.